Good morning, Sarah.
Happy
Morning, Sarah.
full moon day. So today is a very special day for the Buddhist people. And also this is the eve of the Wazo, eve of the rains retreat. So tomorrow, starting from tomorrow there, we are going to start the rains retreat, Buddhist land. So today is a special day. So that's why I wish you good luck. Happy Wazo full moon day. And then if you are there, we are going to start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Okay. Namo Tassa
Namo Tassa Bhagavato
Buddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato
Arahato Sama
Sambuddhassa.
Sambuddhassa
Namo
Namo
Tassa
Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama
Sambuddhassa. So how is everything with you? Oh, so within one, maybe about 1 week, I think you are fine, no problem. And during 1 week, we don't see last Wednesday, we didn't see. So while we are still having time, so today we are going to study about the Dhammasaṅgaṇī in continuation with the previous lectures. So in the previous lecture, we talked about the Chitta. I think you still remember, or I think all of you have read the pages I asked you to read. So on the page number 90, right? I asked you to read from the page number 90, starting from 90. I think, if you have a if you have a Dhamma Attasalini, the Exposita book, the book named Exposita, I also would like you to read Exposita, page number 84, starting from 84. Okay, there were starting from 84, 85, 86, and around that. So start from the last paragraph of the 84. There you can find some more meaning about the Chitta also. So first we will go to page number 90. And then the last week which one? On the handout, you can see. Maybe you can simply say handout. Do you see the handout, the last paragraph, the last writing, just short note.
Yes, Sarah.
Chedandi Aramanan Chendedi Chedan Vijanadi di Ato. So that is the meaning, the definition of a Chitta. Okay. Yeah, Chitta is the done to be defined. So in the Pali grammatical method is called Samvanitaba. Samvanitaba. In English, they call definitum. So Samvanitaba, something to be defined. And then the Samvandana is a definition, is that Aramanang Jainde Didi Jedam. Okay? Aramana, object, two object. Jaindedi. Jaindedi. Jaindedi is defined by the Vijanadi. Okay? Vijanadi. Taruchit. Right? Taruchinda. Chind. It is in the sense of knowing, to know. Okay, it knows the object. That's why it is called what? Chitta. Very simple meaning. So, in that case, here Bali commentator, Athasalini commentator, trying to explain that Lokiya, Kusala, Agusala, Kiriya, Chedam. Okay. So here they try to define that it is mundane, kusala, wholesome, agusala, unwholesome, and kiriya, functional consciousness, chedam. Then, so here you see kusala, agusala, kiriya, cheda. These chedas, and then you know that these cheda belong to javana. So they have a javana function. Oh, if you have studied Dhammasaṅgaṇī, right? In the third chapter, and also third session, that they call Kicca Sangha, right? Kicca means function. So in that chapter, there you studied different function of the different chetas. Okay, some cheta they may have 5 functions. Some cheta they may have 4 functions. Some cheta 3 functions, and so on. So at least one cheta has one function. Okay, so among these 89 cheta or 1 to 1 cheta consciousness, lokiya kusala. Okay, mundane, meritorious, mundane, wholesome, and unwholesome, as well as functional consciousness. Their function is the javana. Okay, so javana function. Javana viti was in a thought process. And the thought process of the javana, adano, one's own. Sandanam means what? Sandana, how to say? Adano sandanam. Chinodi. Sandana means line, continuation. So line of something or order or something like. So Chinodi. Chinodi means arrange. Like you arrange, you put the bricks in order to make the wall in a serial manner. So something like that, yeah. Sandanan Jinodi Dijidam. So yeah, Cheda is divided into 2. One is Lokiya Kusala, Agusala, as well as Kiriya Cheda. So their functioning is the javana in the thought process. So in the thought process, their function is what? A javana function. So what they are doing, they're trying to arrange their self, they're trying to arrange themselves in the line of a thought process. Okay, something I think you all know the thought process. You all remember. So Adida Bhavanga Jalana, and then Bhavanguba Jeda, Panjadara Vajana, Cheku Vinyana, Sambadejana, right? Sandidana, and then what happened? After that, it comes the Javana, right? Javana, how many? So commonly or generally, Javana we have 6 or 7. Okay, 7 Javanas. So it became a line of a Jida, line of a Javana, or order or serial order of a Javana. So in this way, they try to arrange themselves in the serial order of the thought process as a Javana. That's why Lokiya, wholesome, mundane, wholesome, Ahosan, and as well as Mande Kriya Jeda, they are called Jeda. Okay, and then Vibhaga, residing. Okay, residing consciousness. So if we divide the Jeda in terms of their, how to say, their lineage. Okay, something like we can say Jadi is a lineage. In terms of their birth or lineage, it is you can find that the Kusala, Akusala, Vibhaka, and Kiriya form. So here also, the last one, the remaining one is a Vibhaka Jeda. So Vibhaka Kama Kilesehi. Okay, by, so this by Kama and Kilesa, volitional action and defilement. Okay, by volitional actions and defilement, Chitam, they are, Vibhaga is arranged. Vibhaga is arranged. So one Vibhaga after another. So now maybe you are encountering with a very, very pleasant conditions. Maybe food is very good over there, and also weather is very fine, as well as you happen to associate with the very good people, very friendly and kind people. That is, you are encountering with the results, right? Vibhaga. So that result is a good result. So sometimes why you are experiencing such a good condition, sometimes you may encounter with the undesirable or unfriendly, very cruel people, as well as very bad conditions. So in this way, without our knowledge, so our life, without our knowledge, our life has been arranged by our karma and our kilesa. Okay, previous karmas and previous that work together with the defilements. Okay, while we are, for example, we are doing meritorious deeds. In that case, one way or another, it will be followed by the defilement, or it will be driven by the defilement. Okay, driven by the defilement because of lobha. Sometimes we do dana, or after doing dana, sometimes we may there may arise the lobha, greed. Greedy might arise. Sometimes while we are doing, even when we are doing meritorious deeds or generosity or offering, so you may be very proud of your action. You may be very proud of your action, or sometimes you may feel jealous, do the others function as well as. So that's called what? Karma and kilesa. They are working closely, even though meritorious good karma cannot associate, will not associate with the development, but they are working very closely. So kilesa kilesa encourage us to do karma, good karma or bad karma, as well as while we are doing good or bad karma, kilesa may rise together with with the akusala jeda. So after even after the doing meritorious deeds, kilesa will follow the karma. So in this way, our life, you can imagine our life. We can imagine our life as the as a theatrical show, not theatrical show, the show you can see in the theater, on the screen or on the movie, right? So if you look at if you watch the movie, then many parts and many portions are arranged systematically, okay, part by part. They're trying to take a photo or video, and then what happened? They have to cut as well as they have to link. Okay, so the many parts and many links are there in a movie. So also our life is very there because the editor, okay, the director is what? Who are the directors? Directors are karma and kilesa. Okay, our own karma, previous actions, volitional actions, and also kilesa, defilement. So here also in this sentence, vipagam, karma, kilesa, ichedam, ichedam. Then there you can see three rounds. Okay, 3 rounds. One is a gamma vibhaga vada here. Vibhaga vada. So round up a result. Okay, round up a results. And then gamma vada here. Round up a action, volitional action. And then kilesa vada. Kilesa vada. Round up a what? Defilements. So they are working. So without any interruption. That's why our life is said to be what? Cyclic life. Okay, cyclic life. So I don't know how do you think about the life? Some people they say that life is like a line, straight line. There is the beginning, the middle, and then the end. So there is some philosophy regarding the life. But in the Eastern philosophy, especially in the Buddhist philosophy also, we regard life as a what? Cyclic. Life is not a straight line, but life is a cycling life. Life is a cyclic because they are going round and round, going round over the round. So one round after another. So you get that philosophy is an Asian philosophy, Asian Indian philosophy also we can say. Even before the appearance of the Buddha, there is such an idea. Because how do they get? They get such a kind of idea by seeing the nature, by seeing the environment. So something like we see now in Myanmar is a rainy season. Okay, rainy season that will be followed by the winter season, and then winter season will be followed by the summer season. So that will also be followed again by the rainy season. In this way, they are going round and round. So also, if you look at the sun, the moon, okay, the sun, the moon also. So in the morning, the sun start to appear and they go on and on, and then finally at the end of the day, then it did disappear. Also, it seemed to be disappear, but it's not totally disappearing. It just become invisible to our naked eye, but it's continue to work, continue to go to the eastern direction, go back to the eastern direction, and then in the other night it started to appear maybe at the noon time, and another day it will reappear again. So in this way, nature, the sun, the moon, or whatever, so they are going in a cyclic manner. So also you can see the tree also, the plants, okay? Now you may have a kind of a mango seed, mango fruit. From the mango fruit, there is a mango seed. And then if you sow the seed of the mango, then you will get a mango plant. Okay, there will be sprout as well. After that, there will be a small plant, and then bigger and bigger, and it will again produce the fruits again. From the fruit, uh, uh, then it will again reappear a small plant. So in this way, they are going round and round. So our life also the same. So we were born, and then getting older and older, and then finally died. And then after death, reborn again, and then getting older and older again, and then what? Die again. So life and death, okay? Birth, aging, and death. So if we take a birth, aging, and death, so only initial was be from the what? Be from the birth, okay? And then aging, A from the aging, and then D from the what? From the death. Then some very, very simple word appear. Bad is really bad. So the life is like this, the cyclic happening of these birth, aging, and death. We can come understand that. So that is the visible things, okay? We can recognize. So basing on the things, the nature of the things that can be recognized, then we can understand our mentality, okay? How they are happening within ourselves inside. It may not be visible through the naked eyes, but we can understand through the study of the Buddha's teaching, as well as through the paying very close attention to the process of our life. So that is what Loki Vibhaga. Now what we are having is that the Vibhaga result in the physical appearance like this. I want to say intelligent quality. Okay, so these are the result of the previous karma and kilesa. So why we are having this kind of a body, this kind of a status, this kind of a, how to say, conditions, what we do? We have a defilement, okay? So that defilements make us, encourage us to do good things, sometimes to do bad things, okay? So that means the karma, kilesa is there, then it works very closely together with the what? Karma action. Then that karma will again, what happened? Will again produce a vibhaka. So in this way, the process of our life is happening in a cyclic manner. So the Buddha also, the Buddha accepted this this kind of what interpretation that life is cyclic, samsara, vada, okay, vada dukkha. So we can see maybe 100 times, 1,000 times in the Pali text if you study Buddha teaching. So the word vada dukkha, okay, the word vada dukkha, okay, that you can see many 100,000 times. So it means that life is a kind of a cyclic. So in the life, the mind, okay, what is the real function of the mind according to this interpretation? The mind has a function of arranging, it's managing our what? Itself, managing itself, okay? we have a kusala jeta, okay, consciousness, vibhaka, mundane, how to say, wholesome consciousness, unwholesome consciousness, as well as a functional consciousness. So by the power of the jeta, okay, they themselves try to arrange to be seen in a serial order in the thought process. So, but for the vibhaga jeta, resulting jetas are what? Find the karma in, arranged beautifully. Many ups and downs are there. Life straighten up, okay? That's why the people said what? Life is not a rose of bed, right? Rose of bed. In Myanmar, we got Ninzi Ban. Ninzi Ban can. So life is not the what? Life is not the flowery, the road, flowery road. So here in the life, even though maybe up to now, you may come across many ups and downs in our life, very dramatically arranged. By what? By whom? Not by the God, not by the Allah or Creator or Brahma or whatever, but karma and kilesa that has been that happens together with our mentality within ourselves. Karma or volitional activity, volitional mental activity. Kilesa is the defiling factors, mental defilements. So they arrange our life to be, how to say, to have been or to come across with this person or that person. So that in this way, jeta. So jina di jetam, okay? Jitan di jetam. They arrange themselves. That's why they are called jeta. Or they are arranged by the karma and we kilesa. That's why they are called jeta. Okay, this is the definition of jeta. Yathanurubado jeta daya jetam. Yathanurubado. That word also very here. Important jeta. Important definition. Yathanurubado. According to their conditions. Okay. According to the environment. Okay. According to the associates. According to the friends. So jeta daya. They have varieties. Okay. They become various. That's why they are called jeta. Because our mind, even though mind is only one, its nature is just to know, just to be aware of an object, but it can be transformed from one type of a jeta to the another. Okay, in this way, once it transforms to the one condition, then it will be what called as this kind of a jeta. And then after very soon, after that jeta arise, then another kind of a jeta will arise. So that's why jeta daya means having variety, being in the state of happening in a various manner, in a various way. So that's why that is called jeta. So if you study Mahasatipatthana Sutta, then how to say Chidanubhasana, okay, reflecting on the consciousness. There you can see what the Saragan Chetanwa, Saragan Chetandi Pajanadi, okay. Greedy mind. If there arise a greedy mind, you have to know that there is a greedy mind. And so greedy mind, Sadosa Jeta, okay. Sadosa. angry mind, samoa jeda, deluded mind, okay, and also samahida jeda, concentrated mind, okay. In this manner, we have many kinds of consciousness happening in a day, even in a day. So, if we try to understand the process or the way in which the my consciousness is happening within ourselves, then we can easily recognize the nature of having a kind of different, having various variety of consciousness within our mind. So that's why it is called Cheda. Okay, what Cheda, you have a very simple meaning is knowing the object. That they call Cheda. And then another definition is it arranges itself. If it is Kusala, Manding Kusala, Akusala, or Kiriya Cheda, Vajana Cheda. Or it is arranged by the Karma and Kilesa. That's why they are called Cheda. So it refers to what? Vibhaga, resulting consciousness. Another definition is here, Yatha Nurubado Cheda Daya, as just now I told you. So according to conditions, the mind is transformed to be different kinds. Okay, different kinds. That's why it is called Cheda. So I think as a Buddhist people, we are much more encouraged to study yourself. Okay, so the study of the Abhidhamma or the study of the Vinaya Sutta or Buddha's teaching or meditation instruction, that is, all of them has a one purpose. Okay, that purpose is to study yourself. Okay, to study yourself. To know, we have to try to know ourselves first. We trying to, so in order to be able to understand, we are trying to study Buddha's teaching, right? We are trying to listen to the Dhamma talk, or we are trying to attend the classes, something like a Zoom class or whatever class. So that's the very main purpose. The main purpose of our learning is what? To know, to be able to know ourselves. So you are encouraged to know, to be able to understand yourself. So one day, suppose you may take a notebook, and then okay, in this morning, how many type of Jeda have been within myself, within me? Okay, we have to maybe some of the it may be very difficult for you to take note, to follow your mentality, but it doesn't matter. In the very beginning, you just take the notebooks and pen and then write it down. Today, this morning, I have this kind of this variety of that much variety of consciousness have been within myself, within me. So take note, write it down. And then afternoon also, maybe you may take a nap, or after that you get up, and then you are doing or going or thinking or whatever you do. So as much as you can, you try to write it down. Variety of consciousness happening within yourself. Some happy consciousness, unhappy consciousness. Okay, sometimes whatever you feel angry or you feel jealous. So that types of consciousness you have to take note. And then night time also. If you do it by yourself, you will clearly understand, oh, my has a, how to say, consciousness has a various phases, okay? It has a lot of phases. It trying to show you. Sometimes you see very ugly face yourself. Sometimes you see very, very pleasant face, very calm and peaceful. Sometimes you find yourself very, how to say, very ignorant. Sometimes you find yourself as a very intelligent person. So intelligent mind is there. So that's why study of the Abhidhamma is a study of, how to say, self-study. It does not mean you have to study. Yeah, it means that you have to study, how to say, your mind. So the teaching of the Abhidhamma, or what we are giving lectures, is just to give you a kind of a help or aids for you to be able to see yourself. So if you do that, then what happens? You will see variety of consciousness within yourself with your own understanding. This is called experiential knowledge. Okay. So what do you get from this study is what? Suddhamaya jnana. Okay. Suddhamaya jnana means, so how do you say? Jnana, knowledge gained by the learning. By studying, you gain the knowledge. That's a goal. That's just Suddhamaya jnana. Maybe Sayadaw said this. Okay, it may be like this or like that. Is Suddhamaya jnana. After that, you consider, you ponder on it. You ponder whether it is this teaching is applicable in your life or not, or is it whether it really works or not. Then you are thinking repeatedly, contemplating on it, or trying to find the weak point and strong points, and so on, advantage and disadvantage. So that that kind of a knowledge through that contemplation is called Chintamaya jnana. You're thinking, and then after that, you're trying to develop by yourself. That's called Bhavanamaya jnana, experiential knowledge. Okay. So that point also you have to make it for your liberation from the round of suffering. Okay, Yatanurubado Chittadaya. Okay, according to condition, it has a varieties. That's why it is called Chitta. Chitta Karanadaya Chittanti A1B Itta Ato Vedidabo. Okay, Chitta Karanadaya. Chitta Karanadaya. Chittanti. So Chitta Karana means doing what? Or making what? Making something to be wonderful. Okay? Making something to be wonderful. So that is a called Chitta Karanadaya. So that's in this sense it is a called Chitta. So Chitta has a Chitta tends to make something very much wonderful or magnificent or maybe strange. Because in this sense also A1B in this sense also Ita, in this case Ato, the meaning Vedidabo should be known. Okay, so Chitta Karanadaya Chittanti A1B Ato. So Loga here, the point here, Loga's main he means it is true or indeed indeclinable particle. Logas main in the world. Chitta Kamma Do. So Chitta is a consciousness, Kamma is a action or function. So then the function of a consciousness, Uttari, higher. Something which is or inyam other, chitam, wonderful things, chitanama, wonderful things or magnificent things. Nati, there is no other things, no other wonderful things. Okay, that is higher than the function of a chitta in the world. Okay, we can translate it. So in the world there is no any other wonderful, more wonderful than the function or the act of a consciousness. Okay, so how do you understand this word? So just reading Bali or translation is quite okay. Quite okay. But to understand it deeply or thoroughly or to apply it in our life is a difficult task for us to do. So here, this line indicate or show only one meaning, that Cheta is something that make a thing wonderful, okay, marvelous or magnificent. So here, but in order to support that statement, okay, so that is statement. Cheta Granadaya, Chetandi Iwambi Ato Vididapa. That is the statement. The statement made by the commentator. Commentator needs to be, his statement should be what? Reasonable or logical, right? So that's why he's trying to show what? Evidence. Logos mean he. It is indeed. It is true. So he want to make it, he want to confirm his statement. And as logos mean he. Cheta Gamado Udari Anyam Cheta Namanati. There's no any other wonderful things, more wonderful things than the act of consciousness. So what do you think about that? Cheta, whether Cheta is really wonderful or not. So where is that? Here, do you see the translation I put on the screen? Hello?
Yes, Sarah.
Okay. Here, that's on the page number, 84. We try to read through. My consciousness means that this kind of object, okay? So that is the point you already know. Think of its object. Okay, that is the one meaning. Yeah, another meaning is here, and then you may see, because it is called consciousness, because it arranged itself in a series, Chinodi, okay? So it refers to what? Kusala, mundane, wholesome, unwholesome, and functional consciousness.
Hi,
So
sir.
that,
We are not seeing
okay?
Sayadaw.
Yeah?
We are not seeing your sharing.
Really?
ဘုန်းကြီးဗျာဟိုဒီ Microsoft ကို minimize လုပ်လိုက်ပါဗျာအဲဆိုဘုန်းကြီးဟိုအခုဖွင့်လာတာပေါ်ပါလိုက်မယ်ဗျာ
okay. Da leo minimize လုပ်လိုက်
မှန်ပါဗျာ
sharing post screen
share
sharing
post ပေါ့ဗျာအပေါ်မှာ minimize ဟို close to minimize တို့မှာအဲ minimize လုပ်လိုက်ရတယ်ဗျာ
အခုတော့ပေါ်သေးပါ
မပေါ်သေး
ပါဘူးခင်ဗျာ
Other Burmese
အားစားတော့ပါဗျာ
Azaro Hodi
အမှန်ဗျာ
wait resume na new share, maybe I may make a new share.
sharing နှိမ့်စံမလို့ဗျာဟိုမှန်မှမြင်ရပြီဗျာ
ပေါ်လိုက်ပြောလိုက်မယ်
Okay, thank you so much. You are expert. Okay, here. Okay, consciousness. Okay, here on the page number 84. Expositor. Okay, expositor. There you can see page number 84. Mind consciousness. So the meaning is what? It's awares. Okay, it awares. It thinks. It's object. That's why it's called chitta. Then another one is what? Because it arranged itself in a series, okay? Its own series of continuity by way of in the process of a thought. So that's that I already told you that wholesome consciousness and wholesome consciousness as well as the functional. The translation here is the great inoperative. Inoperative. It means don't operate. Don't operate. The consciousness that does not operate, does not produce, just function. Now it is translated as a word, functional consciousness, Kiriya Chitta. But maybe this scholar, very great scholar, in the earlier times, they translate as a great inoperative. So they arrange themselves in a series of thought process, in a series by way of thought process. Then that's why it is called chitta. For the resulting consciousness here, it is consciousness because it is accumulated, or maybe arranged, or you can simply say, arranged by the karma and kilesa, defilement, corruption. So they translate as a corruption. Kilesa is corrupt. So now the word corrupt is corruptness. Corruption is a very, very popular in Myanmar or throughout the world. So even to the media, sometimes they say corrupt media. Find the President Trump. Corrupt media. So karma, but here is corrupt means what? Defining. Whenever one of these kilesa arise in our mind, then our mind become corrupted. No longer a good one. Or it means our mind is defined by these mental entities. So no longer. So we have to do things. One thing is what? To purify the mind. Another thing is to define the mind. Okay? Kilesa define the mind. So here is corruption. Is translated as a corruption. Karma and kilesa. Moreover, here all four causes of consciousness, because they are variegated. Maybe Chaitara means variety. It has a lot of varieties according to the circumstances, according to our conditions and circumstances. Our mind change this time to become one type, and another time to become another type. So that's why it has a lot of varieties. That's why it is called chitta. So may also be understood from its capacity of producing a variety or diversity of effects. Okay, not chitta has a variety. There are various chittas. And also, it has a capacity to produce variety of effects or diversity of effects. Okay, so you all know that chitta is only one in the sense of knowing the object, but it will be various according to the conditions and circumstances. Because if you are living in a good environment, good consciousness, or associating with the good friends, so it will produce, it will transform to become a good chitta, moral chitta. Or if you associate with the immoral person, then your mind will be transformed into the immoral consciousness. Okay, so maybe you want to kill, want to steal, and then want to tell a lie, and so on. So and as it is, and then it will produce a different results. Okay, by killing or because of killing, then there will be what the different effects. The benefits of what the disadvantage of the being what is short-lived. The life is very short for them who have killed other people, other beings. So also by stealing others, because of the stealing consciousness in our mind, lobha, greedy mind, then we will be lack of the properties. Okay, we want something. We are all that die in the in the conditions of a one day. I want this or I want that. Never fulfill their wish. So that sort of thing is the different effect of a consciousness. Consciousness is only one, but it can produce different or variety of or diversity of effects. Here, consciousness with the that is a saraga jita, or consciousness with the hate is another, okay, sadosa. So in this way, we have a variety of a consciousness. It is various in its kind as well as it is various in producing its result, okay, producing its effect. So another one. So here also different kinds of many ways in this page. Maybe different is a consciousness with a visible object. Oh, here also. Jaku Vinyana. Okay. We have a Jaku Vinyana, how do you say? Jaku Vinyana Jida, right? Soda Vinyana, auditory object. Ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body, and so on. Many different kinds. So that's why Jeda itself is with the various kind, as well as it also produce what a different diversity of here also continue to say the commentator continue to say that all the consciousness one class is low, another class medium or height, and so on. Like the clothes you are wearing, okay, small or medium or large, or maybe extra large also we have. Nowadays, people are offering wardrobe, right? So in that case, while we are young, we don't see there is such a size of L or M or XL or small or whatever. But nowadays we can see in the robe shops, so on the package, they mention that this is the large size, medium size, or extra large size, and so on. So also our mind has a different kind, such a kind of a different variety. Yeah, variety. This point is a very interesting. How the mind trying to diversify, no? how to say, how to make a diversity of the effects. Okay, how is the consciousness capable of producing a variety or diversity of effects in action? Okay, and then you see it. There is no art in the world more variegated than the art of a painting. Okay, that's the translation. There is no art in the world more variegated than the art of a painting. I don't know much about the painting. There are a lot of painting, right? Mona Lisa smile or whatever. Nowadays, very much various kind of but abstract painting. Or sometimes we cannot understand what does it mean. So not understanding is the essence of the painting. I think. So because you can interpret in your own way. Maybe people are different inclination and different perception. According to their inclination and perception, they were trying to interpret the same painting in a different ways. So that's why painting is said to be the most wonderful thing. In painting, the painter's masterpiece is more artistic than the rest of his picture. The artistic design occurs to the painters or masterpieces that such and such picture should be drawn in such and such way. So last week or previous week also we already discussed about that. So without mind, the painter cannot, without consciousness, the painter cannot draw such a beautiful painting, right? So behind the painter, right? We can see that there is a consciousness. So without consciousness, they cannot do such a thing. Through this artistic design, there arises operation of the mind. Okay, artistic operation of the mind. Okay, accomplishing such a thing as sketching the outline, putting on the page, touching up touching up and embellishing. Then in the picture known as the masterpiece is effected a certain artistic figure. Then the remaining portion of the picture is completed by the work of planning in mind. Okay, so that is the point I would like to tell you. The mind is more what? The mind is more wonderful than the other wonderful things in the world. So nowadays also people are trying to try to produce a vaccine, right? In order to cure COVID-19. How wonderful the mind is. Okay, without consciousness, they cannot create. So mind create. Yeah, mind is more wonderful than the COVID-19 virus. Okay. So that's why here in Bali it is called what? Citta Granadaya Jitandi, okay? Lokas Meni Citta Gamado, Udari Anyam Jitana Manati. So that that what is translated in the world, there is no more wonderful things other than what? Other than the painting. So something like it is translated as a painting, but if we, because of the commentator want to say that Citta Karma is the art of painting, because he want to say painting is a wonderful thing in the world, but behind the painting or in the minds of the painter, there is a what? Consciousness, the art of consciousness. That's why I directly translate as the art of a mind is more wonderful than the other wonderful things, okay, in the world. Lokas meni citta kamma do odari anyang citta nama nati. So this is something about the citta. The point I discuss with you today is what? About the meaning of a citta, or what is citta in brief. We can simply say there you can sum up how many meaning you get. Number one is citta is to know the object, very simple, knowing the object. Number two is what? Citta arrange itself, as well as it is arranged by the karma and kilesa, okay, volitional actions and defilement. That's why it is called citta. Then, yatanurubado cittadaya cittam. According to circumstance, what? It become various, right? It becomes a various. Okay, like a Saraga Jeda, Sadosa Jeda, or Jagu Vinyana Jeda, Soda Vinyana Jeda, and so on. So, Jeda not only is of a very, Jeda is a various, not only by its kind, but also in producing is a result of effect. Okay, because of Jeda, you see, some people are very beautiful, right? Because of Jeda, some people appear to be ugly, appear to be good looking. Okay, some people are very tall, very short, and so on. So in this way, that is made by mind, manomaya. Okay, manomaya, manobobinga madama, manosita manomaya, my mate. Okay, that's Chaita Daya. Okay. And then the last one is the Chaita Karana Daya, Chaitandidi, Chaitandi Ewambi Ita Ato Vididabo, Chaita Karana Daya. So making wonderful. Okay. Make it to, and because it makes something to be very, very wonderful, marvelous, or magnificent. That's why it is called what? Chaita. So is it now over 4:08? So I like to encourage you to read another pages, 86, okay? 86 or 85, 86, and so on. Or maybe about 87. Yeah, many interesting points. Okay, up to this. Where? 88. Okay. 88, up to 88, please read. Okay, read ahead. So thank you so much for your listening. Wish you good luck. Take care.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sayadaw.
By saying Buddha Sasana Jiran, conclude. Buddha Sasana Buddha Sasana Jiran, Buddha Sasana Jiran, Sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Welcome.